So this is my telecom slash data center room report. Um, just an overview of what I learned that data centers are. A data center is a physical location that houses IT infrastructure. Usually it'll be like long hallways with closets of servers that are on metal racks. Um, and data centers are necessary to house servers that store business information. And these servers take a lot of energy to cool, which is why they're usually in their own building and separate from other things, and not usually within just the business location. Data centers can vary in size depending on how many servers are needed and how big the business is that is using them. Obviously, not every server room or data center is going to be the same size because every business has different needs. I do have a little bit of personal knowledge about data centers. My dad does work in the IT field, so I've seen pictures of data centers before, and he's talked about data centers because he did used to work in one for Cisco many, many years ago. And something as an IT guy that my dad always does is he questions internet security and internet fragility, and that includes data centers. Which leads into the way I wanted to research data centers as far as energy concerns. And in my next slide, it'll be security. So, one big problem with data centers is their energy consumption. Um, Data center electricity consumption should be monitored, and a model should be used to reduce unnecessary usage. According to some research I have found, because from what I see, it doesn't seem like energy usage is really monitored to the degree that it should be in these data centers. And many ways to make server cooling more effective have been researched, and implementation is being worked on. And one of these that I found interesting in this one article was the use of cycling in outside air in order to cool data centers. So just as simple as pushing the hot air out and cycling outside air in could be more energy efficient than just big air conditioning units. As far as security, physical and virtual security can be a danger for data centers. It's been found in audits that data centers do not often have secure perimeters, and there's no control over shared spaces around the data centers. So the physical machinery, regardless of virtual security, still needs to be kept safe and untouched. But it doesn't seem like that. We're so focused on like virtual security that it doesn't seem like that's so much of a concern. And I think physical security is something that should definitely be given more weight. And then from a virtual perspective, there's isolation and integrity are important to keeping data safe. I think it's pretty clear virtually that data just isn't safe. And there's a lot we need to do to work on that. There's definitely been a lot of research surrounding just internet security in general. It's something we looked at in one of our previous weeks. So it applies to data centers as well. They need to make sure that the information being stored in those data centers is secure from a virtual standpoint. So conclusively, I did have a basic idea of what data centers were before. Like I said, I've seen pictures, and my dad does work in IT. But I did learn more about what exactly they are used for. So I liked getting a more specific idea of data centers and how they operate. I also enjoyed looking into potential issues surrounding data centers. Obviously, those are necessary, and there's not a lot we can do as far as like we still need them regardless of whether or not they're safe. They're necessary. But the great thing about technology is it is always improving. And so I love looking into ways to make what we have better.